My name is Taptaroba. I'm a Braun from Marchita clan and I'm 13 years old and I go to Richardson West Junior High in Richardson, Texas, and I'm in 7th grade. I'm an artist, website designer, reporter, and a video editor.
The joy in the hearts of the Roba family seen on their faces as they do something as a family of 4 they've never done before.
You ready to go home?
My dad was a Muslim and converted to Christianity. If it was not for my father, I would not be where I am today. He has escaped death narrowly more than 3 times. He has been hunted down with spears, guns, and machetes. He was beaten up, tortured, and left with head injuries. He was locked up in prison on and off for 25 years for converting to Christianity. My father's whole family were killed due to my father's conversion to Christianity. I was left behind at the age of 4 in the airport when my parents were escaping the radical Muslims and the government, and I was taken in by a stranger who used me as a house girl.
The author of the UNICEF study now reckons her findings are an underestimate.
The study pretty strongly demonstrated that it was approximately 30% of the population of children between the ages of 12 to 18 who were engaged in some form of sex work.
That's an astonishingly high figure. How many thousands of people are we talking about?
We're talking about 15 to 20,000 children. The researchers that I worked with when I conducted the study all tell me now that they have a lot of visual evidence of an increasing numbers of younger and younger children.
And the scale of what we found left us profoundly shocked. Teenagers shelling maize told us it was normal for young children to sleep with African men in the low season to prepare for rich foreigners later. What makes what I've just heard even more shocking is that it isn't even a secret. It's widely accepted in this village that children are sold to foreign tourists for sex. And what's happening here is happening up and down the Kenyan coast, with thousands of children, possibly tens of thousands of children, involved.
There were times I would be taken to Mombasa to dance for the elderly men. I was also last to eat, and I only ate the remainders. I was really overweight because they told me it was good for me and would make me look grown up. I would not like to talk about a lot of things. At the time, I thought that the stranger was my parent, but one day, everything suddenly changed. I received a call from a man who claimed was my father and was in the United States. Through the phone, he gave me hope by telling me to do exactly what I was being told so I may live to see the next day. I was beaten up, tortured day after day. Some of the pastors whom my father trusted to look for me and to protect me from any harm. They only did the exact opposite of what my father told them. They would take me to eat roast meat at Kenyatta Market, and they would ask me if I know how to dance, and I would say yes because I thought it was normal. When I started dancing for the pastors, I heard one of the pastors claim that he wanted to marry me, and I told him that I was only 7 years old. He then claimed he wanted to take care of me and protect me from the radical Muslims, who were after my father because of my father's conversion. I then said, the problem is not the radical Muslims, but you, the pastors. I then asked the pastors, if I dance for you, you will give me my father's phone number. The pastors agreed and told me that if I told anyone about this, they will kill me. Over the years, I have met a lot of girls who have been raped and tortured by the religion leaders who claim that they're taking care of them. I was given a second chance by the American government when I was 9 years old. They also saved my parents' lives. I didn't have to be beaten or tortured anymore because of the good deed the American government and other organizations had done for me. Some of these organizations and companies intervened by writing a letter to the embassy, and particularly, I want to thank Fox 4 for covering my story. If it was not for Fox 4 for covering my story, I don't think I'd be alive today. That really impacted and saved my life. In this clip that you will watch,
Really, faith begins where logic ends. And it ended when he was forced to leave his daughter Tabitha in Africa while he and his wife fled to the United States. Tabitha is here this morning. How are you doing?
Fine.
You've been now here a couple of 3 days. How are things going for you? Different? Is it different here?
Yes.
You glad to be here?
Yes.
Tell me some of the things you like to do, Tabitha.
Playing the piano.
Playing the piano. Oh, very good. Very good. What else do you like to do?
Draw.
You like to draw. Okay. What do you think about this little guy sitting next to you? Emmanuel.
He's a good boy.
He's a good guy. That's right. Emmanuel, tell me, what do you think about having your sister here with you?
I play piano.
You play the piano too? All right, all right.
I mentioned that I would like to become an artist and a designer. But of now, I'm not only an artist, but a website designer, video editor, and a reporter. Of this year, these are the medals I've won. I dedicate these medals to my parents and brother who have supported me in everything I've done, and for all the teachers in Richardson Independent School District for the hard work they've done. This one I received for competing in the visual arts scholastic event, and this one goes to my father's sister, Mamina. She was raped, beaten, and killed by religion leaders outside Hilton Hotel in Nairobi. She was thrown under cannon bus, which was an act of the religion leaders because of her conversion from Islam to Christianity. She was a handicapped artist, singer, and designer. I am the first Baran from Marjita clan to win these medals. I'm appealing that we may join hands and help the Barana community, especially the Barana girls who have been beaten, tortured, and raped, and no one wants to address it. I was actually one of the lucky ones. When they were about to rape me, I would say, "Wait a moment, let's pray." I was lucky enough that I touched their hearts and they would move to the next girl. I normally ask my father one question: "Why do you not convert back to Islam?" And he answers, "God is a good God. You have a choice to believe who you want to believe in." Then I asked my father, "Why do you remove your shoes while you're praying?" He answers, "You don't sleep with your shoes. If you respect your bed, then you should also respect your Creator the same way." I asked him again, "Why are you not converting back to Islam, even after being rejected by the churches, due to your name, stand, and color of your skin?" He then replied, "All our shadows are black when we walk in light. All of us have 24 hours in a day. So God is just. We live one day at a time, and we should not criticize other religions. We have to respect other religions only to fight those who abuse the human right." Really, if it was me, I would not think that I would stay in Christianity. After the rejection he has gone through in Christianity, but he has given me hope to be number one, hope to be who I want to be. Although I lived for 3 months with a Muslim lady who taught me how to pray 5 times a day, how to fast, that kept me alive for 3 months. One thing I asked my father was, why did the Muslim lady tell me that she was helping me because of my father? My father answers, "Only God knows. That should be your angel." If you're out there and you are listening, I would like you to ask my father why he is still hanging on Christianity. All his church members at the Baran Baptist Church, where he pastors, were killed. His parents and sisters, nephews and nieces. What is he living for in Christianity? He still continues helping people. Even some of the churches that rejected him. They told us never to come back, and some churches even called the police on us. I mentioned this to my dad a while back. If you lost everything in Africa, and here you will lose your mind. His response, "God is a good God. He would not let me lose my mind. He gave me John 3:16, which tells me a simple thing. You are free to believe who you want to believe." I respect my father's decision. As a family, we have denied ourselves a lot of things so we may be able to help the Baran children who have been raped and orphaned. I asked my father one question: who then is going to help us? He answers, "God is a good God." Thanks to my father, I have seen that his faith in Christianity has kept him not to lose his mind. At a young age, my father lived in the streets of Nairobi. He soon became a street boy. When my father converted from Islam to Christianity, he was kicked from home. His whole family were committed Muslims. Soon he lost his father and street life became his. My parents have suffered trying to give us what we need, and at the same time support the needy Borana children. If you're outside there and you have been raped and have no one to talk to, please email my father like he's helped me through art, prayer, and counseling. And we know how it feels. We can help you. His email address is mwroba@yahoo.com. He will help you. My father is the founder of Agitao Compassion Mission, which is a 501c3 organization which helps the Boran community. He's also the founder of Interfaith Spiritual Chapel, where everyone is somebody. And this is the ugly truth. Goodbye.